So, hi guys, welcome to the Nerdy Treehouse. So, today I'm going to tell you a short story which I have tried to create based on the concepts that I'm recently reading in a book. I'll reveal the name of the book later. So, let's get to the story. What that story might be about. Okay, I'll tell you. The story is about you, me, basically everyone. But yeah, the story's name is The Kingdom of Two Minds. Deep inside, let me start the story, okay? Okay, huh. So, deep inside the command center of your skull lies the kingdom of two minds. It's a bustling, chaotic city run by an incredibly mismatched pair of brothers who are supposedly joint venture partners in the business of being you. Chapter 1. The Chaos and the Couch, System 1 and System 2. Meet Dash. Imagine karna, okay? Meet Dash, the younger brother. Dash is purely lightning, emotions, adrenaline. He's the guy who jumps off the cliff before even getting to know if there is some water or not. He is the caffeine-fueled CEO who runs the entire city on the gut feelings and just vibes. Then there is Professor Ponder, the older brother. He is brilliant, logical, deeply intellectual, but he is terminally lazy. He spends 99% of his time, or we can say 99% of his life, in a hammock and only wakes up when Dash screams that the city is on fire. Dash handles day to day, and Ponder is only supposed to step in when there is some big stuff. Okay, but mostly he snoozes off when Dash runs wild. Okay, so that is the case. So these are the two characters of the whole story. Chapter 2. The Envelope Scam, Mental Accounting and Scorekeeping Models. So Dash is obsessed with keeping scores, but he's terrible at maths. So to manage his life, he has created hundreds of magic envelopes. For example, like it works in this way. For example, if he loses $50 from the Friday night concert envelope, so he panics and shuts down the entire entertainment sector. But if he loses $50 from, let's say, the boring groceries shopping envelope, he does not blink at all. He will still go to the concert, and he refuses to see what the issue here is, that he refuses to see that $50 is $50, no matter which envelope it lived in. He is trapped in a game where he pretends that his money has feelings rather than just realizing that his wallet is just getting thinner in any way. So yeah, that is the way Dash is trying to make a story for itself, and tries to keep scores in this way. Chapter 3. The Bridge of Sunk Cost Fallacy Concepts. So Dash is currently building a bridge across a massive canyon. Halfway through, he realizes that the bridge that he is making, it is made of wet cardboard. And obviously that is destined to fall. He realizes that. Professor Ponder, who is the brilliant one but the lazy one, he wakes up and looks at the blueprint, and he says, "Dash, this is a disaster. Stop now." But Dash refuses. "I have already spent 3 years and a mountain of gold on this bridge. I cannot stop," he cries. He keeps building, throwing more of the gold into the canyon, and just to justify the gold he has already lost. So he would rather crash the whole kingdom than admit that he started a project that did not make any sense. So that was the sunk cost fallacy that Dash was showing in this example. Chapter 4. The Shadow of What If, Regret versus Blame and the Taboo Trade-off. So now Dash is terrified of the blame monster. Okay, the blame monster is a big monster, okay, and Dash is scared of it, terrified of it. So every Tuesday he eats the exact same flavorless soup because he's petrified if he orders the, let's say, mystery stew and it tastes bad just in case. The kingdom will blame him for the bad meal of the day. So he chooses comfort over joy to avoid the sting of a wrong choice throughout his life, every Tuesday. But the city goes into full lockdown one day when a merchant offers a safety shield for your child's carriage. Even if the shield is useless, that is kind of proved in some other ways, even if that is useless, the moment the merchant says, "Ki, don't you care about your child's safety kya?" So Dash loses his mind and he refuses to look at the data at all, and that's a taboo trade-off. He would rather be bankrupt and safe than logical and risky. So yeah, that was about the taboo trade-off. Now chapter 5. The master of rewritten history, that is hindsight bias. Okay, whenever Dash messes up, which is often because he runs on caffeine and he just takes any decision just like that without even thinking, whenever Dash messes up, what he does is he calls his secret weapon the history rewriters. They don't fix the problem, they just sneak into the library at night and rewrite all these scrolls. If the cardboard bridge collapses, they change the records to say, we knew the bridge would fall. It was actually the test of Canyon's gravity, for example, something like that. And they will turn every catastrophe into a master plan saying that we already knew it, because they have to ensure that Dash never has to admit he was wrong. They painted his failures in the gold of destiny. So the final audit, let's talk about that. Now, enough of the story, I guess, for today. So the final audit is Dash and Ponder. Both are your co-founders. Dash wants to feel right now, and Ponder wants to be right eventually. If you do not wake up Ponder from his hammock, Dash will keep on burning your envelopes, building cardboard bridges, and rewriting your life's history to make himself look like a hero. So the question is, who is actually running your company today at this point of time? Dash? Or are you finally going to kick the hammock and get the professor to work? So for those who did not understand, I was talking about system 1 and system 2 of our brain. One is